Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Hype Radio with your host, Taj Longino, man, the new voice of the people, man. Hey, check it out right now, man. If you want to check out all these interviews we done did, go to the YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/GoGetItTV, all right? On the line with us right now is West Coast on Cino. What's going on, boy?
Yeah, what's happening with you, man? How you doing?
Oh, man, just checking out your music on MySpace, man. Just bobbing.
Okay, that'll work.
God, you real confident. All right, that swagger, that West Coast swagger, ain't you?
Yeah, man. You know how it is already, man. So how you doing, though?
Oh, man, we good out here. We out here in downtown, man. What's going on with Cino right now, man?
Man, you know, it's a lot of things going on right now. Right now, man, I'm working on the album. You know what I mean? Just finished up. I got so many songs right now. You know, we gotta go through and pick and make sure the formula is right. Just finished up a mixtape. My first mixtape is called Faces of a Tyrant, Volume 1. Halfway finished with the next one, you know what I mean? Volume 2 about to hit the streets too. You know what I mean? Got some show dates set up out here, you know what I mean? Trying to get the Texas on lock, trying to get a few of these venues on lock out here, you know what I mean? Finna hit the road again, I think in a couple weeks, you know what I mean? Finna hit the road and promote, man. Trying to get it like, you know, everybody trying to get it. Yeah, you know how it is, man.
Yeah, out here trying to get that hustle on, man.
Yeah, trying to stay busy, man, basically.
West Coast. When I think West Coast and Compton, I think n.w.a. I think Compton's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
I think South Central Cartel. Second to None. And Bank. Short list goes on. Spice One.
Yeah.
Pac. What has happened between then and now, and where's the West Coast right now?
Okay, when it comes to West Coast and it comes to all of that and all those greats, you know, you spoke about, you know what I mean? You know, the game changes. You know what I mean? You got different music now. You got different listeners. You got a whole different crowd. You know what I mean? See me, you know, I'm a West Coast artist. I'm from Compton. You know what I mean? And I come from those roots that you were just talking about. You know what I mean? But me as an artist, you know, just speaking generally as being an artist, you know what I mean? I don't want to limit myself when it comes to, he a West Coast artist, he from Compton, you know what I mean? Like you said, you know, a lot of people when they think of it, they think of n.w.a, you know what I mean? They think of this and they think of that, you know what I mean? But me, like I said, man, I'm an artist, man, so my goal is to be the best I can be, and if the Rolling Stones came at me, you know what I mean? Like, let's do a song, Cino, you know what I mean? I can do that. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to grow as an artist and do my thing in my own little special way. You know what I mean? Put my footprints in the game.
Yeah, because right now you had what was the dude named Gorilla Black, and you have the game. You know, so where's the next generation? You know what I mean? When is the West Coast gonna really hit hard, or do you see it going back to getting to the same level that it used to be back in the '90s?
You know, man, that's a good question. You know what I mean? I can sit there and say it's gonna be with me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But you know, I really couldn't answer that question, man. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take for people to come together and all of that. You know what I mean? And be able to work together. You know, have functions. You know what I mean? It's kind of on us, on the artists on the West Coast. You know what I mean? It's kind of on us, you know what I mean? When dudes want to start acting right, when people want to start acting right, and get this movement going, you know what I mean? And you know that's basically what I got to say about that, man. I think once the artists and once the folks start acting right, you know what I mean? When it comes to this music stuff, you know what I mean? It's on us. And then you know, like I said, the game changes. So who knows, man? You know.
Triple P Records, man.
Tell us
a little something about it. Yeah, tell us a little something about that.
All right, Triple P, man, is a label basically in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's formed. It's based in Vegas. You know what I mean? It was started by this dude named Dwayne Cromwell, a real solid dude. You know what I mean? That's the dude that owns my label, CEO, and all of that. Triple P, you know what I mean? Is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, working independent label out to me, or just in Vegas. You know what I mean? Is one of the hardest independent labels out here, you know what I mean? We making strides, man. You know, we did BET with Alicia Renee. BET now hosted the show, did a whole 2-hour segment. You know what I mean? Did the spit your game for Rap City. You know what I mean? been from here to New York and back. You know what I mean? Triple P is grind. You know what I mean? Triple P is work. If you want to work, come deal with us. You know what I mean? Triple P is work. Triple P is, you know what I mean? It's so many words to explain it. But if you willing to work, if you're willing to grind, and we about talent. Don't matter where you from. You know what I mean? As you can see, I'm from California. You know what I mean?
Right.
Signed to a label in Vegas. You know what I mean? Got a dude by the name of Insane from New Orleans. Signed to the label, you know what I mean? Messing with a whole bunch of cats, man. It don't matter where you from. We about talent. That's Triple P, man.
That's what's up. Now, tell us about the new album, new single, what's coming up next for Cino. Tell us about everything.
Okay, yeah, man. The album, you know what I mean? I really haven't came up with the name of it yet, man. I might blast something on MySpace and have some of the fans help me with naming this album, man. But like I said, you know what I mean, I got a ton of songs right now. We going through a whole bunch of different material, working with a whole bunch of different producers, you know, one by the name of Ishmael Watson, Dub Knox from California, who else? Jay Reezy from Atlanta, Quinn from California. You know, it's a lot of dudes that you know we working with, trying to get the formula right. You know what I mean? Like I said, we grinding on the mixtape thing. You know what I mean? Doing that. As far as singles, you know, we got my first single, Thang. You know, kind of picking up his own steam. You know what I mean? It's a little something different. You know, a lot of people, when they hear Compton, like you said, you know, they think a little something different. But you know, I went another route with it, and it's actually doing pretty good. You know, I'm proud of it. You know, the single people call me, you know, from other states, you know, telling me, hey, your song on the radio. You know what I mean? So pretty proud of that, man. You know what I mean? Ain't here to pat my own back and nothing, but you know, when do is do. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. You know, I'm a nigga from Compton. I'm a nigga from the streets. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of that, man. You know, so